Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the second half of May 2019 reading. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back to those of you whom have been with me from the very beginning, who come to me for month-to-month readings and or whom have subscribed, shared, liked, and even donated. I appreciate it very much. All right, so I'm starting out with the energy of a Taurus who's really thinking about new wishes, new goals, new intentions. And Spirit is going to be really walking with this Taurus in the second half of May 2019 to help them shine like the sun, to help them to cut away from old patterns, behaviors, and or cycles so that they can kind of go through a rebirth. Some Tauruses are wanting to leave an institution, business, organization, and they know that they just have to get through some obstacles before they can finally travel forward, move forward into greener pastures. Yeah, so we have a Taurus that is feeling a little bit burdened in their current location, but they're saying when it comes to moving to a new home, business, circumstance, situation, divine timing is definitely at work. From the 15th to the 20th, we have a very passionate Taurus energy who is thinking about communication. Paperwork, texting, talking, tweeting, emailing, however it may apply. And by the last week of May 2019, this Taurus is anxious because they're thinking about finances and or they're thinking about someone who may have water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They are definitely a lot of Tauruses, I think, are going to be thinking at the end of May 2019 about a commitment, partnership, and or contract, either again with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or when it comes to finances. There may be a little bit of anxiety regarding the process of giving birth to this new direction, this new opportunity, this move, maybe from one location to another. So by mid-May 2019, this Taurus energy is blooming, growing, going through a very spiritual transformation. So this is more of an inward reading. You are growing, you are learning. Spiritual advice is saying day to day, give thanks to the blessings you are receiving when it comes to communication, messages, enjoying and appreciating the little things in life as you create a more solid foundation in and with yourself, really grounding yourself and setting goals and intentions for how you want to move forward once this burden is surpassed. So yeah, wow, in the thoughts position of this Taurus, they are feeling a little stuck, trapped, or stranded. But I think by the 20th to the 25th, this Taurus is going to be shining like the sun in communication with others, feeling really, really good, and just thinking about, okay, how can I finally free myself and move forward? So they're just getting held up for a little bit. You're not like stranded in any way. You've just been slowed down by Spirit to really bloom, grow, to ground yourself, to give thanks to the little things, and to have a plan for the future of 2019. So yeah, this Taurus is thinking about building their castle, their life, their path ahead, their financial ideas, and etc. And they are being given the strength to manifest with spiritual assistance a more solid foundation than they have experienced before. Emotionally, this Taurus may be thinking about a mother figure or some form of feminine energy. They may have been unable to communicate for some reason, this Taurus, but by the 25th of May 2019, you are going to be able to move into new directions towards some form of commitment, partnership, and or contract. So you can finally then sweep away from this inner transformation. So using the Osho Zen Tarot and doing a circle spread, the card in the center of the circle spread is representing mid-May 2019 for this Taurus. They're feeling a little bit like an outsider. They're feeling kind of trapped, stuck, or stranded. They are or may be thinking of someone who is older, who may have air in his chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. They may be feeling like an outsider when it comes to this person who may be very controlling at times. In the relationship sector, we have a Taurus who is kind of comparing one situation to another, like we talked about, one home to another, one location to another, one idea, project, or business to another. So creatively, they're just being guided day to day, this Taurus, to ground themselves and to know that there is an old path that is coming to completion. A lesson has been learned. It's time to move forward and get excited about creating a new direction for yourself, a successful direction. You're being given the energies of the Queen of Wands, who sets goals and meets goals and is excited to share what she is accomplishing with others. So at some point, once this cycle passes, like they say, this too shall pass. You will be able to compare an old path, an old way of thinking to a new way of thinking. You're going to be able to ground yourself and say, I'm changing, I'm allowing myself to move into a new path, I'm setting goals, I'm meeting goals, I am maybe even contemplating a passionate connection with this feminine energy, or I am the feminine energy that's very passionate and excited about this forward movement. Your heart is opening up by the end of May 2019, and with the courage energies, you are like this little seed that had the strength within to push beyond the obstacles and now shine like the sun. So emotionally feeling pretty darn good about forward movement, travel, maybe physically moving, but coming into commitment, partnership, and or contract. Freeing yourself after putting a lot of hard work in and recognizing that now your ship is coming in. Maybe feeling a little bit anxious about finances once things start moving ahead, but Spirit's saying really compare how you are now, where you're headed, what you've learned about yourself in comparison to who you used to be or what you used to do or think. Okay, because you have exhausted that part of yourself. Maybe that shadow side energy is done, and now it's time to appreciate the little things, to be like that little seed. I'm going to plant myself, and I'm going to go through the experience of the manifestation of happy days and my ships coming in. So in the inner strengths position, Spirit's giving this Taurus the strength to free themselves from energies of heartache, sadness, worry, regret. Allow your tears to cleanse you as you can now manifest a new life. Get excited. Take action as soon as you are allowed or able to set new goals and meet new goals, and wait for beautiful things to transpire. Yeah, because maybe this Taurus was receiving attention and recognition for the wrong reason, and now from the 20th to the 25th, they're working with other people to free themselves from some form of stress. And they're being guided to kind of go with the flow and allow this chaotic time to transpire as you ground yourself and really think about the path ahead. Don't try and fantasize or get second guess about moving forward and start looking back, because when you look back, you're going to look back at a situation that isn't clear or wasn't clear in some way. It is time to travel. It's time to move forward. It's time to manifest and to go within, to recognize those who are there to support you. There's a Taurus here who wants to manifest a more solid foundation, and Spirit is indeed going to help give you signs and synchronicities that make you feel good. So as you kind of sit in aloneness, don't think of it as loneliness. Think of it as a gift from the universe, whereby with the major arcana judgment, you can look at things from a different perspective. Grounding yourself, creating new boundaries, bringing an end to old ways, eager to communicate with others about new goals and intentions, healing, and mastering your journey. you're almost ready to set yourself free from some form of spiritual dark night of the soul. So I think this Taurus is waiting patiently for the sun to come out again, and they're going to try and step out into a new direction of sorts in a balanced way so that nobody has anything to say, or that they don't make any old decisions or old behaviors come back into their future path. This is a time for success, Taurus. It's time to give birth to a solid foundation, to think about your future and the garden you are planting, to accept your thorns as well as everyone else's, for we all make mistakes, and to figure out by the end of May 2019 how to open your heart to new dreams, how to create a brand new journey in a path that you have primed and cut away and made more beautiful within. You will be receiving communication if you're waiting on financial opportunities. And you may hear about those opportunities around, for some Tauruses, around the 25th of May 2019. Secrets here about wanting to kind of stir the waters, wanting to kind of go backwards. But the past is in the past now, and it has helped for Spirit to step in and say, we are going to guide you away from the burdens of the past. We're going to give you a reason to celebrate or communicate with others greater achievements so that you can let go of old patterns of self-destruction. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so I'm going to close by pulling one card from the Archangel Michael deck by Doreen Virtue. Word of prayer, please, for this Taurus energy. All right, a lot of people are getting this. Now you have a moment to create positive thoughts, goals, plans, intentions, communication, so that you can free yourself from any burdens tied to your past. Positive thoughts, positive actions, is going to, of course, create positive results. So your prayer says, for the second half of May 2019, divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within each and every person, each and every connection. Spiritual advice is saying, let go of your fears now. Shield yourself from that which is not healthy for you. Take your time creating this new path, and know that you are on the right path. For some of you, once you start walking a path towards more happiness, joy, contentment, and prosperity, you may even, if you're single, meet someone or come back into connection with another. Though I don't see... There could be the coming together with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, if you've been wanting to communicate with that person. You're going to receive a lot of support if you'll just follow Spirit's advice. Remember, throughout the last 2.5 weeks, whatever it is, of May, to come back to the video and listen to the video. Write down what it is you are hearing, and at the end do a self-study and ask yourself, why did I write this down? How does this pertain to me at this point in my life? What have I learned about myself because of what I wrote down? And how am I a stronger soul today? How am I going to take all that knowledge and experience and now learn from it, turn away from it, and move forward towards new goals and intentions that I have control over manifesting? The steps I need to take are planned, and I know how I'm going to reach my highest, best self. I know that as I do so, people are going to be drawn to me, opportunities are going to be drawn to me, good things are going to come into my life, and if you're single, that could very well include love. So if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. My price list will be in the box below. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please like, share, and or subscribe. Take care, and God bless.